to dress me up like the rest of them, but I'm a wolf and they're just sheep.
Hey everyone, it's Ivan with kitbadger.com, out here for another gear review, and today, talking cozy stuff. This guy right here, which is the Fozzy Fleece Pullover Hoodie by Tactical Distributors. I've had and been wearing this fleece for quite a while now, and it's rad. So cozy. Basically, it is 100% polyester, this fleece material, and unlike some, it is that same material on the inside, except for this one panel right here, which is basically kind of a stretch panel where on the front, kangaroo pouch, you can zip down both sides, they're connected, shove your hands in there. So again, you still get that fleece inside there, basically where your hands are making contact. And it also lets you just throw things in there, whether it's, I don't know, beanie, gloves, things like that. Basically something to just kind of stash in there and kind of keep warm at the same time. So if you need to do something with your hands, you can throw your gloves in there, pull them out when you're ready, throw those things back on. But pretty cool. Also kind of geared towards like a mid layer basically. So to that end, you have these thumb holes. So when you put this guy on, throw those in. So if you're throwing this or putting on over this some sort of like rain shell or even just a heavier jacket for that matter, you don't end up with your sleeves like sliding back in. You're trying to like fish them out, which is really nice when it comes to layering. In addition to that, the hood is pretty fitted. Throw that cozy guy on there. And then you have this half zip, quarter zip, third zip, whatever it is. But zip this thing up and be warm. Some of the nice things too is basically around the cuff, you have elastic, helps keep like drafts or anything like that out. And this zipper, it does go down fairly far, so you can unzip it and basically mechanically vent if you start to get kind of too warm. Overall, pretty rad little hoodie. So how have I used this guy? Worn it all over the place. Lots of times I'll just throw it on around town, keeps me nice and cozy. I'll often wear it, like I'll throw it on to go to the gym, get to the gym because there'll be like snow on the ground, but get to the gym, warm up. As soon as I'm warm, pull this thing off and then throw it back on, head it out to the car, driving home, and definitely taking this thing out to the range, spend time on the range with it, and actually was wearing it last night. Basically just this with base layer on underneath it. Was it cold? It was cold out, but with this, I was actually pretty warm. So where, I guess to that end, where does it not perform very well? Wind, water. So if it rains, you will get wet. Spoiler. Also, it's really high loft, but there's not like a kind of backing to it. And because it's so high loft, it's really nice and warm. But if the wind blows hard enough, it'll cut through it and it'll steal your heat, at which point taking this thing back to being a mid layer, being able to throw on some sort of shell, something like that, so you have a lot of warmth from this, but doesn't get robbed by the wind. Overall, really solid mid layer. If you're interested in one, you can pick them up directly through Tactical Distributors. Price wise, I want to say around like 70 bucks. Unless, of course, they're phasing out the color, which I think they are, this one right now. This is their brown desert tiger stripe. And one thing I do appreciate is they'll take a cool design and they'll continue to make it. They'll just basically switch out your colors and your patterns and things like that. Overall, I think this is a really awesome, rad mid layer. Really warm, especially paired with a shell, something along those lines. Or honestly, just as a standalone layer, just depending on what the weather's doing. I've definitely worn this around by itself quite a bit, to include maybe just throwing this thing on, pulling the hood on, zipping it up, and like taking a nap on the couch, which is actually really nice because this is so nice on the inside because it's the exact same material on both sides, which I can't stand when people put like a really nice fuzzy soft material on the outside and then on the inside it sucks. Don't do that, people. But you can get these directly through Tactical Distributors. And lastly, if you appreciate my content and want to support it, greatly appreciate it. One of the ways is by supporting me directly through Patreon. Helps me go out, create more content for you. Also gives you a first look at the videos, as well as some exclusive content and active Discord. If you have questions for me, happy to answer them over there. But as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.